Rush, how you doing, buddy? Always first in. Gonna have to take extreme measures. What have you been doing instead? First day off, usually just lays around, do nothing. That's what time off's for, buddy. First in, last out, just relaxing. 4 on, 4 off, super tired end of shift. I don't envy you at all, mate. Got to be consistent. You just got to do a little bit at a time. Half an hour, 45 minutes a day, over a long period of time, soon it starts to add up. TikTok, good evening. You can't see my screen, but I'm currently about to start some Python dev. I'm on Twitch and YouTube if you're interested. Going up on the YouTube live there, congrats mate, start at 50, finish with 50,000. Oh, what the lives we did, what, last week or the week before? They've actually got some decent views, so I've chucked some thumbnails on them. Python dev, well not really dev, the Code Wars stuff that we were doing last time, we're going to do a bit more of that. Bad numbers. Yeah, and I didn't realise if they watch the video that's like uploaded, or you know, it stays on the account, doesn't it? Like without me having to upload it. If they watch that, it counts towards like your viewing hours or whatever you need to become monetized on YouTube. Although I'm a long way off that yet. Tyrese, good evening. How you doing, buddy? Too. Where are the best places to find DevOps roles? I found most of mine on LinkedIn. But you want to look on all the jobs boards, LinkedIn, Monster. There's loads, just anywhere and everywhere. But you're going to be, until you've got your first job, it's going to have to be online, and you're going to have to find it yourself, I expect. Set up a playlist. I'll just repeat it. Rush. That's actually a good shout. To be fair, I'm a long way off. Like, if I get anywhere near 1,000, I need like 4,000 watch hours or something. I imagine if one person is contributing 3,500 of those, that's probably not going to work. I'm not hiring at the moment, buddy. Looking for your next role. If you're looking for your next role, just reach out to some tech recruiters. Honestly, I don't waste my time applying for jobs anymore. We've got no vacancies though. We played your YouTube Q&A many times. Rush, appreciate you. #1 fan. capture card for my Windows PC so that I could capture my Mac on there and also then use my Windows PC to stream via TikTok Studio so I can share my screen, but it won't work because my Mac doesn't like something. So the monitor that I'm using whilst my Mac is plugged into the capture card just flickers every like 5 seconds, but if I put my Windows into my Mac, no problem at all. But I don't really want to do the Windows. I don't really want to be on Windows. I suppose I could do the coding on Windows, feed it into my Mac and stream to YouTube and Twitch from there, whilst also running TikTok Studio on my Windows PC, but it feels like a lot of effort, so I must be doing something wrong. New channel, Mark in the Shed. Pennines Prowler. Right, yes, you could call it Mark in the Shed. However, I'll be out of the shed in about 5-6 weeks. Getting a new house next month. Dedicated office downstairs. This tech channel will turn into office aesthetics. Just moody camera shots panning around my new desk setup of my standard IKEA worktop. Missed the shed, added a certain ambience. It all started in the shed. I'm leaving the shed as well. Right, let's get cracking. Python challenges on codewars.com. You can't see me on TikTok, obviously, or you can actually see my face, unlike the folks on YouTube and Twitch. But I'm actually sharing my screen on there if you're interested. Twitch is my preferred, but whatever works for you. Harvey, good evening. How are you doing, buddy? Let's get cracking. How's work, Harvey? Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. What are you working on at the moment? Right, what have we got here? Printing errors. In a factory, a printer prints labels for boxes. For one kind of boxes, the printer has to use colours which, for the sake of simplicity, are named with letters from A to N. Colours used by the printer are recorded in a control string. For example, a good control string would be problems, lack of colours, technical malfunction, and a bad control string is produced. The letters not from A to N. If the right function printer error, which given a string will return the error state of the printer as the string representing an irrational, whose numerator is the number of errors and the denominator the length of the control string. Don't reduce this fraction to a simpler expression. The string has a length greater than or equal to 1 and contains only letters from A to Z. Okay. Building generic pipeline framework for D365. Sort of template ML pipeline, DLL injection into solutions. interesting than most stuff I've ever been given. Which Google Cloud Associate Certificate are you doing course would you recommend? I don't recommend touching Google Cloud, buddy. So if you're going to go down that route, you're on your own, I'm afraid. Never used it. A little bit quiet on that side, are we? Okay. Tyrese, how's that? Is the music too loud? Tiny, good evening. How are we doing? Okay, my bad. GCP on top for AI. Yeah, is it though? AWS will always do 100%. I wouldn't use anything else. Azure all the way. I don't want to hear anything else. Harvey, get out. Harvey, you can never come and work for me if you're an Azure fanboy, because we are only AWS at my place. Colin, thank you for the rose. You didn't need to do that. Very kind of you. Oh, Tiny, what did you do with your day off? Colin, how are you, buddy? Senior .NET developer looking to pivot into more cloud DevOps. What do you suggest? BP, head to the video pinned in my bio about the roadmap, the skills you need to move into DevOps/cloud, and you just need to tick off the ones you haven't got already. Got your ISC2 on Saturday. Colin, remind me what ISC2 is. Is that the security thing? I don't mind AWS, just think Azure is better, but I haven't done much enterprise AWS work. Harvey, we're going to have words. CyberSec, nice. Good luck, Colin. You feeling good for it? Took my granddaughter to the airport, nothing fun. Good to switch off from work. Tiny, it's nice just not have to log on, isn't it? Just it doesn't matter what you're doing, just not having to log on makes such a difference. Donald, good evening, how are you doing? If you're on TikTok and you want to watch what I'm actually doing on the screen, which isn't a lot at the moment because I'm talking to you, I'm also on Twitch and YouTube. Marking the cloud on both platforms. I know you get asked this all the time. Where can I look for junior DevOps roles once I learn the skills? Tyrese, you just have to be always looking. There's apprenticeships, there's all sorts of different types of roles. Someone posted one in my Discord today, in fact. Rush, missing my face. I can put it on. Hold on. I didn't bother last time, I don't think. What did I just do there? Oh, I don't know what I've done now, Rush. What have I done? You're gonna have to do it without the webcam for now. I don't know what I've done with it. Junior rolls in the mud lately. Colin, thank you, buddy. 7 rows challenge. What was that? Oh, is that what it set up for me? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. All right. Sheps, how we doing? Good evening. Connor, my Twitch is the same, at Mark in the Cloud. There's probably a link to it in my bio if you go via those. Working on Sheps. I am just bashing through some more Python things. Was a bit of fun last time. To be fair, I'm probably going to do about an hour of that, and then I might spin up a game or something. Nothing major. But when I tried to do this for like 2 or 3 hours last time, I could not sleep. My brain was going mental. Got to sell the face before you sell a product. Rush, nobody's buying from this face, buddy. Oh, Shep, your audio's saying my audio's low as well. How's that? I can't get that right. I'm constantly fighting with the audio on Twitch. Sakib, how you doing? Oh, your volume's very low as well. Can't hear nothing. How's sound to the max? Is it? Can you hear the music? Is the music too loud? Music's fine. It's just my voice. It's just all a bit low. Oh, my music is really low because I didn't want it to drown out my voice. I don't know how to. I've got my thing on 0. Let me add some. Now turn up the voice. The music is barely audible. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh wait, to be fair, I haven't connected to the car and now the music's booming. Car bass is going off. Okay, let me pop that music down. The music's just for my benefit, really. That's about right for the music, okay. Palava. I thought I had it sorted last time, apparently not. But I can't make the music go any louder. Where's my... Oh, hold on. Let's add a little bit. What are we saying now? Let's add it 3.5 decibels. Wasn't it your mic decibel last time? Yeah, do you know what? My mic decibel last time was minus 20. And then I've put it up to... It was on 0 just now, and you guys are still saying it's a problem. Maybe... I don't have the best mic, to be fair. It does save the settings, Rush, but obviously I've been messing around with it because of my Mac. I was trying to stream via my Windows PC and my Mac and stuff like that, but hopefully that's fine. Much better now. Okay, slightly better, much better. Does your headphones have a mic? Oh, that's a great shout. My headphones do have a mic. These are the Apple Max Air Pros. Although Vlad, you're actually just listening to my phone microphone. I've got all this connected up to my Mac. But I could use my Mac headset, my AirPods audio, sorry. Audio input.
Right, let's have a look. Mark's AirPod Max. How's the audio now? Everything's built for Windows. It is. Rush, how is my audio now? Sakib, if you're still there, Tariq, on YouTube, loud and clear now. God damn it. God damn it. I don't even need this. Don't even need this. Jake, I don't know what does that say? I'm not going to repeat it. What does that mean? Airport speaker now. Okay, well, let's drop the sound on that a touch. Okay. What do we want? Yeah, that seems good. Right. Do you know what? I'm gonna get the whole Elgato set up once I've moved. I'll get the mic, the old audio adjuster, and everything. Anyway, I haven't written any code yet. You should get the software loop back on your Mac. What's that? What does that do? Twitch tech support is happy to help today, Mark McCloud, if you wouldn't mind. Shep, I thought you were being serious and I was like, what? You need to pay for it, but great for sorting sound from different channels. Yeah, nice. To be honest, I'll have it all running through Windows, I think, once I move. And I'll just figure out a way to get my Mac going. Elias, how you doing, buddy? Elias, Vlad, Jake, if you're still there on TikTok, I'm also on Twitch and YouTube at Mark in the Cloud if you want to actually see what I'm doing on my screen. And I've got an M3 and my American tech friends are getting maxed out specs for Macs for work and they love it. No, I've got an M2. That's what I'm on now. Rush, honestly, I wouldn't bother if you've got the M1 already. I've got the M2 Air, and I don't think it's much better than the M1. In fact, I think the M1 might be better because of the SSDs. How long would it take me to become a good cloud developer for work on it? 1 hour every day. 1 hour every day is what, 365 hours a year? Could take you a year, maybe longer. Depends how quickly you learn. Over on an M1 works fine. Mark, maybe a stupid question. Since Bash was about the last thing in the PDF, how essential it is? Well, the first thing. How essential is Bash scripting, would you say? I've been really focusing on Python. I think I might be angry and more software engineer, specifically interested in DevOps, so a little bit worried. Bash plays such a tiny part. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I do almost all of my scripting in Python. Shep, you and me, mate, are counterparts and focus on Bash and haven't touched anything else until I master Bash. Rush, don't worry about it too much. What's the best route to get into cloud if you know zero, bro? Elias, check out my roadmap, buddy. Pinned video in my TikTok. That's got all the skills you need. If you're going to go into cloud or DevOps, you're going to need most of those. Security plus, CHA, then OSPM. What do you think? Bernie, I don't know much about the security side of stuff, buddy. I hear good things about the CompTIA stuff, though, Security Plus in particular. Currently do a software dev bootcamp. Main goal is to become a cloud engineer. What's the difference between cloud and DevOps, brother? It depends. So cloud engineer and DevOps engineer can be the same in some companies, or a cloud engineer can be an actual software engineer that just needs to know a cloud provider as well. But if you start with, I was speaking to someone on the DMs, if you start with, say, Python, a cloud provider, some Linux, some GitHub and how to use Git, and you do those 4 things, they're core skills that you're going to use in all of those roles, and then you could pivot depending on which one you enjoy. Worried about learning cover Python. Really, Rush? I actually really enjoy it. Rush, weren't you giving me some of the answers for this the other day? Or was that Tyrese? That might be Tyrese, actually. Any idea where to start my extra learning for DevOps? Rodrigo, YouTube is your friend. If you don't want to pay for courses, I did loads of courses on Udemy. And so you can buy them for like 12, 13, 14 quid a time, or just you can find most of it on YouTube and docs. Elias, you do need to know how to code, but you just need to understand the principles of programming, like loops, data types, interaction with files and databases. But you don't need to know like inheritance, like object-oriented stuff. That's the stuff that blows my mind. I've used Python for 5 years now, and I still, the classes stuff, I'll just leave it alone. $10,000 lines of code for a Discord bot. That's crazy. Recursion blows my mind, chaps. I can't deal with it. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, functional programming is all you need. Like, object is a whole different ballgame. Tech market overly saturated. Probably a little bit now because there's been so many layoffs and stuff. But it will come back around. Just need to be ready to pounce when it does. Recursion is easy. I love your confidence, Tiny. Anyway, let's write some code. Speak amongst yourselves. Printer error. Let's have a look. So A to M. Elias, I don't have a degree, buddy. You don't need a degree. In fact, I did a video on this today, maybe, about the level of education you need. No worries, mate. No worries. Okay, right. So for this problem, we're going to be given a string of letters. Those letters need to be within the range A to M in the alphabet, otherwise we need to print some errors. So I then need to return how many letters fall outside of that range and how many letters there are in total. Elias, I was saying this a minute ago, mate. I'm on a Mac and I can't show my screen to TikTok via Studio because Studio doesn't work. It only works on Windows. But if I try and pump I've bought a capture card. Yeah, how can you do? I don't think you can. Can I do that? Yeah, so it works on Windows. I've done it before on Windows, and I've got a Windows machine. But I'm also going to YouTube and to Twitch, and so I bought a capture card to put my Mac feed into Windows, but when I do that, it's just every 5 seconds my screen is just flashing, and so that's going to be no good for anyone. But I will figure it out, and as soon as I do, I will start going on all three at the same time, so you can see the screen. That said, if you want to hop over to Twitch, hop over to YouTube. I am at Mark in the Cloud on both platforms. Would be great to see you over there. Thanks, Elias. I'm trying to get Twitch affiliate, so the more the merrier over there. I think I need like 10 streams or something stupid like that, plus 50 followers, and I think my average viewers is actually pretty good. So I've already hit that one, but yeah, be good. See you over there, buddy. Right, so what do we want to do then? We need to get the length of the string. So, and then what do we want to do? We want to. So we've got the length of the string passed in. In fact, that is a waste of time. Let's jump to the return. So we want to return. Okay, so that is the return statement, and then so the second one we want the length of what's been passed in, which should give that. And then we want so let's go for letter in S. If letter in colors errors plus equal 1, otherwise do nothing, and then return errors. Haha, idiot. Wait, what? Okay, let's try to catch me out there. Okay. Oh, you're joking. Wait, what? Maybe I just don't know what I don't know enough, but that return doesn't look very Pythonic. What's not Pythonic about it? Oh wait, should I not even be doing? I think I just need to be doing literally that. That's weird. fine. What's a great position for undergraduates to start working in the field? Damara, I would look for a graduate scheme. I never went to uni, but that's what I would do. Finish school at the end of August. I'd like to get a remote position, no prior technical. Oh, you'd be lucky to get a remote one. Agent Man, I know. I bought them recently. I'll tell you why I bought them. The sound cancelling. Best £459 I've ever spent. Noise cancellation, right? Because it's the summer holidays and my kid's in the garden when I'm on a call at work has been horrific. I've been using, up until now, I can't even show you. Can you see that? Little Jabra headset or whatever. And obviously there's no noise cancellation whatsoever. Whack this on, can't hear a thing. My wife was knocking on the door the other day, couldn't hear a thing, mate. Artie, Marty, Farty, thank you, I appreciate you. Oh, Tiny, I nearly bought those bows. I looked into both. Never mind, see what you're doing. Yeah, I know. Do you know what? I'll tell you what the main reason I bought these. I'm not an Apple fanboy by any stretch of the imagination, but I've now got an iPhone, and I've not long, about a year or so ago, got a Mac, and it just works better together. And every time I used to connect a non-Apple headset to my Mac, my work Mac, it used to bring up Apple Music. I feel like almost like to just remind you that you're not using like AirPods or whatever. And so since I've got these, that hasn't happened. Also, I've got my Apple ID on my Mac, my phone, and my work Mac. And the minute I pick up any of those devices, it just switches, which is both a gift and a curse. But no, honestly, I wouldn't change them. But anyway, the main reason I bought them was because I was shopping with my girls a few weeks back, and we were in John Lewis just killing time, and they had a set there, and I tried them on, and genuinely the best pair of headphones I've ever bought. And I've got some nice Sennheiser ones here. They're like open backed. They were only about 100 quid, 130 quid. But yeah, it is nice. It is really nice. Also, I learned today by accident, because I only signed into my work Mac with my personal Apple ID on Friday, or last week at some point, so that I could listen to Spotify from my work Mac. And when your Apple ID is signed into multiple Macs, and you move your mouse, and move your mouse, it will move from one device to the other, even if the mouse is connected to. So I've actually got an Apple mouse. But I was connected to my work one, and I lost my cursor for 5 minutes this morning because it had jumped over to my personal Mac, and my keyboard had gone with it. And so I was typing and it was come up elsewhere, despite the wireless keyboard not having a connection, or my wired keyboard, sorry, not it being connected to one of the Macs. It is, the integration stuff is quite incredible. Kingsley, how you doing? What games do you play? I mainly play like roguelikes. So I've got a Steam Deck because I've got a young family, so I rarely get time. Although I appreciate I come out here for hours to stream, but I rarely get time to sit and like get into like a proper AAA. And so I just picked this up, and I mainly play like Balatro. It's like a card game, and you can unlock things and get mega bonuses. But I've bought loads of those recently. And so I play those for the most part. And I might do that at the end of the stream, although you won't be able to see it on TikTok, unfortunately. I am also on Twitch and YouTube for any people that weren't here when I said that before. Agent, thank you for the follow. I'm a Samsung guy. Your ecosystem is unmatched. It is, but you pay for it. You do pay for it. Twitch. That is not formatted well. Tiny, do you not like that? I don't know why that is returning with the brackets, with the single quotes, to be honest. But whatever. A lot of these challenges are very, very pedantic. Yeah, I never went to uni either. I've set up both headphones. Yeah, I think I'm fiance to wife, mate. Yeah, Rush, I got married in April, mate. Genuinely the best day of my life. And I've got children. How much did you spend on a Mac? I got the MacBook Air M2 for I want to say 900, maybe 950. Let's have a look. Got it from Amazon of all places. It was slightly cheaper. $2022 MacBook Air. I got it in July 2023. I bought it. Oh no, it was 1,060. I bought it at the same time as my iPhone 12, which was 644. But the Mac, the 13.6 inch it is, M2 MacBook Air, 1,060. I think they're a bit cheaper now. Tiny, have you got like the little that I clip on and up, on and off? Mac, that's what I like about these. Rush. I reckon Apple's got 20 more years in the industry, but the thing is, they'll just keep innovating, right? And people, they're behind Samsung, aren't they, on a lot of features and stuff. I just think people are so bought into it. Like if you bought music in the Apple store, whatever, like they've got the TV now. Like I'm really hooked on all of the TV stuff as well. Head of a development team. Okay, that's not for me. Could you explain line 9? Rush. So sorry, Tariq. So what this is doing. So this is an F string. Okay. So what the F in front of the speech marks does. So essentially, what it's doing is, what I'm saying is, inside here, I want to return errors, and so by having F at the beginning, it allows me to interpolate, I think that's the word, in between the curly brackets. So what that's doing is getting errors. So through here, I increase the count of errors from 0 through to however many errors there were, and then I've replaced basically this whole section here with whatever that number is. So imagine it's actually returning, say 8 instead of all of this. It's just returning 8. Okay. And then obviously that is just a part of the string because it's outside the brackets. So then it's returning that. And then this here is also an interpolation. And what that's saying is get me the length of S. And S is what's being passed into the function. And as I've said down here, so S in the first instance is all of these letters here. So there's 56 of them. Okay, so that length of S is 56. So essentially what that's doing is adding a 56. So all that thing there is actually just giving me that. I hope that helps, buddy. Ty, how much are Apple Maxes? Too much. A couple of grand at least. Apple make a lot of their money by that upgrade. Their base level of things is not brilliant. Like my Mac Air 2 M2 has only got 8 gig of RAM, and I know a lot of people will scoff at that, but it's actually fine. But to go up again, it's like £200 for an extra 8 gig of RAM. It's just ridiculous. Do you want to get into project management? Absolutely not. Pro is just a bigger battery. Is that all it is? There's a couple of extra cores, I think, as well, Tiny. Arbitrator, how you doing? Can you explain what difference does it make using single quote and double quote at line 9? Okay, so I can put double quotes. It shouldn't make a difference. Oh, it was being weird with the output. That was the only reason I was changing it, because it looked like it wanted me to actually put the speech marks. But that was my own fault, in fact, because that is a test. I should have known that. Tiny was teaching me tests. They've done that just to say that it should be a string. Okay. Yeah, TM, really sorry. I can't get the thing to work on TikTok because I'm running off of a Mac. So at the moment, I'm just chatting to you guys on TikTok, but I am screen sharing on YouTube and on Twitch. So please head on over there. I am marking the cloud on both. If you want the YouTube, there is a link just in my profile. I think there's actually a YouTube thing in one of my main links. If not, you can click on the links or just head to Twitch and you can find me there, marking the cloud. Might get a MacBook at Christmas because I have a budget of $1,500. If you don't need to move, get a Mac Mini. I had one a few years back, which is how I got into Mac. And I just bought a second-hand one. It's really old. It was too old, in fact. It was rubbish. But that's how they're super cheap because they don't come with a screen and stuff. They're so much cheaper. But if you need to move around, obviously, Mac Air is brilliant. Why not an iMac instead? Mainly, Tariq, because I can move my Mac in and out of the house. However, when I upgrade, maybe I'll probably get a studio or a mini, because I will have been in the office indoors at the moment. I'm outside in the garden office, and if I want to work inside, because my wife's out or whatever and the kids are asleep upstairs, then I won't come out to the office and I'll take my laptop in there. But that won't be a problem when I move house next month. And so I will probably get a more permanent setup. But it's handy having a MacBook. Tony, is that where you found me? I thought you came from TikTok. Huh, that's good. Joe, how you doing? Just joined. What's your latest career tech management moves? Last time I joined your live was 1 year ago. A lot's happened since then. I don't know if I was a manager then, but now I was a DevOps manager. And then literally just 2 months ago, I got another promotion and become a platform engineering manager. So I've got my DevOps guys. I've also got platform engineers and data engineers and data scientists now. So I've got a team of 12, whereas I had a team of 2 before. So yeah, making moves, but still at the same company. I'm just coming up for my 2-year anniversary of that company, and things are going well. How have you been? Apple TV is the bomb. I like how Apple TV as well allows you to integrate into a bunch of other stuff. So if you go to Apple TV, you can like buy subscriptions to everything else, can't you? So your Paramount Plus and all of that stuff, which is the integration is really nice. HomeKit enabled robots vacuums. I'm getting a robot vacuum when I move, and a robot mower. Cannot wait. PMs are the scum of the earth. Okay, not my thoughts. Cores you'll never use. Yeah, Tiny, I'm totally with you. The base model is absolutely fine for me, and I run it relatively hard. Like sometimes I've got Docker go in and some fairly heavy dev, and it's just, I think the SSD is so fast that even when it swaps onto it, it's just not that much of an issue. What's a cyber deck, Shep? Yeah, mini or the Air. I don't need a Pro, and the studio is a bit too much, isn't it? Like realistically, financial stuff. Yeah, Tiny. Yeah, Tiny. I think we had a chat in the DMs, didn't we, on TikTok before you came over? I have a MacBook as well. Prefer it over my Windows. The only downside is a small screen. I'm so conflicted. I'm happy you're doing well, and annoyed I can't even get interviews for entry level roles. Shep, I'm sorry. Bought a second-hand Mac Pro from eBay a few years back, still going. They're brilliant devices, they really are. Cyberdeck is a Raspberry Pi based mini rig. People make them into all sorts of things like real life Pip Boys, mini laptop. Oh, I love that. Or do they use proper Raspberry Pis? I've got a little Pi Zero W. Oh, I'm showing you the camera. Wow, that's embarrassing, Shep. The camera's not on Twitch, is it? And I just showed you my two Raspberry Pi Zeros. Or I didn't show you because you're not there. You don't have the camera feed. That's awkward. Right, sorry. TikTok, let's catch up. TikTok, if you want to see my screen, you won't be able to see my face, but that might be preferential for you. Then you can head over to Twitch or YouTube. How much is expected from someone joining Salesforce as an SWE as a senior? If you're a senior in any role, you're expected to hit the ground running. You'll get time to pick up the code base and stuff and get used to things, but within a week or two, I expect they'll be wanting output from you. Gurpreet, I don't talk about the company I work for really. It's just a small startup in Cambridge. It's about 100 staff, but no, we do not have any roles. I've just filled a senior or principal platform engineering role, but we don't currently have any at the moment. DevOps apprentice in West Midlands looking for a junior role when my course finishes. Wait, what? What? If you're an apprentice, surely you're in a role. Isn't that how apprenticeship works? What salary should I aim for? If you've just done your apprenticeship, you need to start at the bottom, 30, 35k. I learned how to install applications straight from the command line. Nice. Use Chocolatey. Oh, yeah, Windows, Chocolatey. Oh, Windows or Mac? Because I think Chocolatey is on Mac as well. This has become less of a Python code war, more of a Q&A, but I love the vibes. Yeah, sorry about that. Having TikTok is throwing me, I think, because obviously they can't see what I'm doing, so they're just asking questions. Check out this one. For Mac, I think it's Homebrew. Yeah, Ty, I think you can get Chocolatey on Mac, though. Sam retired for a while from dev, tech project manager, like your lives. With a consultancy company in the cloud, so not a lot of work here. Okay. I mean, I would stick around. Is there an option to stay after the apprenticeship? Because getting time on your side and getting 12 to 18 months on your CV is really important. People are mental. Look at that. Oh, damn. Right, chaps, that is mental. I actually love that. Really like that, really like that. Very, very cool. Robert, how you doing? Currently trying to do some code wars, Python code wars on codewars.com, but I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Obviously, you can't see me on TikTok because I haven't figured out TikTok Studio yet. It's only on Windows and I'm working on a Mac. If you want to head over to either of those, I'm marking the cloud on both. If not, stick around for. I'm still doing Q&A. It's coding time, Python Ranger. Right. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. We've done this. Wait, what? Have I not done this? I think I did. Submit. You're unlikely to use C# and .NET in DevOps. What are we going to do here next? Train. Is this a triangle? Okay. Implement a function that accepts three integer values a, b, c. The function should return true if a triangle can be built with the sides of given length, and false in any other case. In this case, all triangles must have a surface greater than 0 to be accepted. Okay, that assumes I know how to make a triangle. Holy crap. What languages would you typical in DevOps right now? Node.js. Node.js maybe if you're having to write the code, but mainly Python, so maybe Go. That's it, Tiny. Exactly that. I feel like there's some context missing to this. So if it's a 0, it will fail straight away. If it's a negative, it will fail straight away. If they're all the same, it's true. If they're all greater than 1, it should be true. Career in tech or finance would be better. It all depends what you enjoy, mate. Like if you get to the top of finance, you're going to get paid as well as a tech role, but it depends what you're into. They're very different. Finance is going to be competitive too, but you're probably getting it at the lower levels a lot easier. So you can, like, accounts payable is probably like the most basic. That's what I did once upon a time. But you need to be an accountant if you're going to work into finance. So just whether or not you're willing to do that. Tiny, have we got similar paths, Tiny? Have you done finance as well? Oh, finance tech roles are very different. Sheps, isn't that true? Shep, did you stream tonight? Do you stream every day? I rarely catch you because you're at 5 till 8 usually, aren't you? And as soon as I knock off at 4, I go in and I'm having dinner and stuff with the family, so I don't really get to catch yours. I've never been a bean counter. Right, let's test that, see what if we've got loads out. Oh damn, got loads. Huh. Yeah, 4 to 5 to about 8 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday or weekend. Okay. Nice shot. All my streams of gameplay crap. Tyrese, you've hopped over to TikTok. I want to get a new chair and like yours. What's it called? It is called, I got it from Amazon. If you're on YouTube and you've subscribed, thank you. I'm not getting the alerts. Chair. It is called this. Oh no. I think it's called the Sihu ergonomic office chair. It is currently £229. It's on Amazon. I don't know how well that's showing up, if at all. Sihu, SIHOO ergonomic office chair will come up. It's 229 quid. I don't think I paid for that for it. Maybe I did. There's a grey one for 180. Easier to progress in a finance role? Yes, because I feel like the depths, like there's more layers. In tech, you're a junior, a mid-level, senior, and then principal / architect, and then you move into management, pretty much. Finance, you can be like accounts payable, credit control, and even those are not equal. Like accounts payable is like, I feel like the lowest rung, and then you could be credit control, which requires some qualifications and pays a little bit more. Or you can go to finance assistant or like accounts assistant, that sort of stuff. There's just a few. You can make quite a lot of sideways moves in finance, and you become like a trainee accountant, an accountant, a senior accountant. You can move then into like heads of finance roles, or I don't even know, to be honest. I've been out of finance for so long, but I feel like there's more roles, there's more opportunity. And most companies have a finance department. Not every company has a tech department. Not a proper tech one, I mean. You're using OBS, you can get the alerts through Stream Elements, I think. Yeah, I have the alerts from Twitch. Twitch set them up themselves, but what I don't have is the YouTube stuff. I should probably just commit to YouTube or Twitch, but to be honest, but I don't know. I don't know which one. I'm trying to do both for now until I get a following one way or the other. Whichever one monetizes first, I'll probably just double down on that. I saw a video on Twitch versus YouTube the other day, or today in fact, and it was like Twitch's number of hours streamed or views, watch time or whatever, dropped by like 25% in the past quarter or something, down to like 5 billion hours or whatever it was, whereas YouTube's was up a lot. So YouTube just feels like it's just tearing into Twitch. Thoughts on tech consulting? I've never done it. It pays well. It pays better in tech or finance. At the highest level, it's going to be very similar. A senior accountant is probably not going to earn 6 figures, whereas a senior developer could. But once you get to like management and heads of and stuff, I imagine it's very, very similar. Secret Labs, are they any good? I always thought they were a bit gimmicky. Tiny, have you got a Secret Lab chair? very different monetization methods, to be fair. Yeah, my problem with YouTube is that they don't have like a streaming specific monetization, and it's like you've still got to get 4,000 watch hours, which feels so much. Like if I do one of these, and the actual live streams don't count, and so if I stream for 10 hours and I've got 500 people watching, I get 0 for that on TikTok, on YouTube, sorry. And then if they watch the VOD that's left on my account afterwards, then it counts. Sorry, Rush, I didn't mean Twitch if I said that. I meant YouTube. You need 4,000 watch hours on YouTube to get monetized, plus 1,000 followers. The followers are easy, right? If I wanted followers, I'd just go onto YouTube Shorts and I'd post on there daily for a few weeks and I'd probably get them. But the watch hours is crazy. 4,000 feels like a lot. Oh, Tech Toby's just dropped in. Herman Miller, baby. Tech Toby, how's your YouTube monetization going? I do like a Herman Miller, but I wasn't about to drop $1,000 on a chair. You must be close, Toby. I swear, every time you put a video up, you're getting like thousands of views now, right? Here a month ago. Nice. Fair play. Just had a couple of videos pop off, didn't you? That got you most of your followers and stuff. I saw one of your videos did like, I don't know, last time I checked it was about 13k, wasn't it? And if it's a 10-minute video, that's getting you a lot of time. What's the CPM like on the tech career stuff? You'd have to share exact numbers, but I think it took about 20 vids. Nice. I don't think I've made a video specifically for months now. Terrible money, is it? I need to double down on my finance channel then, because that is like $25 CPM, I think. Yeah, I've literally made three videos. My last one was 7 months ago. Although they've actually done alright views. That one's got 700. But my live videos seem to do a lot better. One of them did 300. Well, most of those were probably passing through at the time. But it's just, it feels like double money, right? I get to stream, get some extra followers, and then people can still watch it afterwards. Increases over time. Okay. Well, I hope it pays off for you, mate. I really do. Right, back to this problem. Finance channels make so much money if you can get the views. Yeah, Sheps, do you know what? I've got a partnership with Trading 212 on my Marking the Money account, and they pay me 17 quid for every person that signs up. And some of their big people, like Nilo, I think her name is. There's a few UK-based ones, and they're doing mega money. Tens of thousands just in Trading 212. Never mind what they're doing on the ad revenue. Do you know what I mean? The Trading 212 also offer savings account. Yeah, I think so. They just do savings on any cash in your account. It's 5.2%. I think at the moment. Let's have a look. Lots of variables on YouTube. Views up in the US, you get so high CPM. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we're okay in the UK, right? We get decent CPM, but if the US is the place to be. Sopo, thank you for the follow. Do you work fully remote, or do you one day a week in the office? I am fully remote. I have to go to the office once every 3 months. 5.2%. Yeah, cheers, Tony. That's just on cash. Do you know what? I started making a pie earlier. to not an actual pie. I'm trading to invest in, but I'm torn as to whether to share that on my channel or not, because I don't want it to be investment advice. But I think the decline of Intel feels like a cheap stock opportunity, and so I thought I'd buy a few tech stocks that I like. Hey Spectra, how you doing? Making about 50 quid a month on their cash ISA at the moment. Thought your account was hacked, so a bit skeptical when you messaged. Spectre, when did I message you? If anyone has been messaged by me, unless you've messaged me first, it's not me. No, Spectre, that's not me. That's not this account, buddy. If you've got a DM from me and you never DM me first, it is not me. It is a fake account. My Mark in the Cloud account has got about 2 or 3 dozen fake accounts, and my finance one has probably got 100 plus. They're everywhere. Jay, I'm now a platform engineering manager, but basically DevOps engineer. I have been for the last 4 or 5 years. No respect, I need to put a pinned video up really to say it's not me, but there's just so many. And TikTok, I report every single one, and TikTok said there's no violation. Unless I've got a blue tick, they're not interested. And I'm obviously not a big deal, so I can't get a blue tick. Be careful with the investment advice. Yeah, exactly, Tiny. That's why I don't want to get into it. Did you expect your promotion? How did you feel about it? I think the selling role is an authority. Not many people will be comfortable leading others. So, Rush, I was already a manager. And my previous career, I was a senior manager at a charity. So I had a team of like 50 or 60 people. So I wouldn't say it was sudden in that I got the promotion out of nowhere a couple of years back in tech because my boss left. So I took his DevOps manager role. And then a couple of months ago, I got approached by a new boss saying, look, if I get rid of these people, or if these people leave the business, would you take on the team? And I said yes. But I have no issue with it. I'm writing considerably less code now, unfortunately, but it will come back. Intel is a bit risky. It is, I know. It's like $20 a share, $25 a share. I just feel like Intel and AMD just flip-flop, right? They have their moments. Jay, I changed from finance to tech because, I gave up proper finance a long time ago, but I worked in payments and payment operations for about 10 years. And the only reason I moved was because I worked in the charity sector and my team got moved out of like a supporter operations wider team. And I could have been the head of operations there. And I got moved into finance because I was looking after the payments team. And my manager then was the head of finance, and now you can only be a head of finance if you're a fully qualified accountant. And I had no experience, I had no desire to do that. And so I thought, what else do I love doing? And I started getting into tech and stuff. And so then took a contract in the same company in being a senior operations manager, but of a completely different team, non-financial, for a year, and then basically left my previous job behind. And then during that year is when I learned to do this stuff to become a DevOps engineer. Finance creeps of 70k followers combined. You must have great people skills. I don't know about that, Rush. I treat people with respect, and I give them the freedom to do what they want, as long as they are giving results. I don't care what the company policy is. I manage the way that I manage, and I give the flexibility. You hear a lot about manager's discretion, and I use that a lot. And so I manage people the way that I would like to be managed, and I think that gains me a lot of respect. And I'm very flexible around appointments and parents and working times and stuff like that, regardless of what they say. And I offer support, and I've done training on mental health before. I've done training on coaching and stuff, so I can do a lot of that stuff as well. as a leader or manager, you're as good as the people you recruit. That's it, right? To be a good leader or manager, you employ the right people to do the job for you, right? And you are there to motivate them, to support them, and enable them to do their job properly. Tiny, cut from the same cloth. Does not being a chartered accountant limit a lot of opportunities? It does. Like you can't be like a partner at a financial practice, for instance, if you're not a fully qualified accountant. Head of finance, you're not going to get without being chartered, either CIMA or ACCA or ACA, if that's still a thing. So yeah, you do need to go through those professional qualifications, otherwise it is a bit of a ceiling. Finance is very strict on that, I think. It's not like tech where you can just roll in without a degree and you've got a bit of work experience and you can prove that you can do it. Finance, you need to have the skills to back it up. The qualifications to back it up, sorry. Should I start in first line support or make my way up or focus 2 to 4 months on DevOps? Honestly, if you've got an opportunity to get into first line support, any IT, you might love that, right? So why not get into it, see how you like it, and then switch if you don't like it. But once you've got the foot in the door of some sort of IT position, it helps massively. This is a super personal question. Tech pays great and you deserve every single pay rise, mate, but has the sudden increase of RAV given you any difficulties? People often splurge a bit too much when their financial situation gets better. I live in a three-bed council flat in London and my total yearly rent is only 6k. I'd love to make that much where I can be in a position to pay a year's rent with a month's salary. Rush, I'll tell you a story, because you might not have seen it if you don't follow my finance channel. Up until June last year, I was in an IVA, involuntary, I don't even know what it means. It's one step down from bankruptcy, okay? And so in my 20s, I got into loads of debt and my girlfriend at the time had to like lend me some money to pay it off and I paid her back. And I made the same mistake again in my late 20s and was just really poor with money. I was never earning that much, always had debt. I've had children from a young age, so I've been paying kind of maintenance and whatever for children most of my adult life, and I've just always had a don't give a shit attitude, okay? And then met my wife and she was super sensible and helped me see the light, and so I got an IVA when I was literally in my worst possible position financially. Couldn't pay, I was struggling to pay the bills, basically living on my own for the first time, and I just bit the bullet and said I'll just write off any finances for the next 7 years essentially, because I know my budget's going to be super tight. They gave me a budget, I stuck to it, and that is where I've got this rigid spending habit type thing now, where I can afford to spend what I want these days, but I'm a little bit more reserved and I try to spend money out of my business rather than my personal, which is why I buy loads of tech, because I can do it from a tech perspective. And now I've got the money, it goes towards like pension contributions, and we're buying a house now which is more than twice the value of the current house we're living in, and like it's just going into the important things and making sure that my girls, my family are set for life, and that is all it really matters for me now. Feel free not to take financial advice from me, but on the other hand, I've been through it and lived it and learned my lesson, and now I earn a good amount of money that it isn't really a problem anymore. But I certainly do not leverage myself up to the eyeballs. Like I bought a car on finance for the first time ever this year, and compared to what I earn, it's not a lot. It costs me 230 quid a month, and yet you get people on 30-40 grand that are rolling around in 30-40 grand Mercedes. That's not me. I'll do that once like my house is paid off or something, and then the house we're buying is a good amount, right? It's almost 600k, but I earn enough to be able to buy something that's closer to like 750, for instance. But not willing to stretch myself. I just I want a big enough house, but I don't need to go right to the absolute ends of the earth to over leverage myself. So I'm very, very cautious in that respect. And on the other flip side, I'll happily drop £460 on a pair of headphones if I want to, because I've earned that right now, I think. So, yeah, personal question, but personal answer, mate. Hope that helps. Follow your fiance channel. I wish my fiance did have a channel. I assume you meant finance. I like and repost your post. Rush, appreciate you, buddy. Tiny, that's it. That is it, mate. Tyrese, no worries, man. That's it, Rush. Do you know what? I grew up in a council estate, and my mum still lives in that council house now. Which, yeah, like that's where I'm from. Like none of my mates do what I do. None of them went to uni, and that's fine. Like it's not for everyone. But none of them have got like amazing jobs. But they're happy, right? You don't need money to be happy, but I feel I've done really well. Not like in my family, like if I compare myself to everyone else in my family, I've done really well. Compare myself to my friendship group, I've done really well. And yeah, come from nothing. Really have. Rush, you got a head start on me then. 33 with no dependents. Hey Nicholas, how you doing? How's my Dutch? Where in the Netherlands are you from? Nicholas, are you drunk? I'm in the UK. Anyway, let's try and get this triangle problem sorted. Okay, so I'm just guessing here. I don't really understand the problem. Hey Scooby, how you doing? Nicholas, I am on Twitch and YouTube if you want to see what I'm doing on my screen. Scooby, that goes for you as well. JK Music, how you doing? Are you okay? Yeah, nice. If work goes to right, I'm not going to be out on the street. That's it. You just want financial independence, right? Take the two smallest numbers and check when added together equal to or greater than the third number. Does that solve the problem? How did we do the sorting before? Oh, nice. So that'll do. So if we then do if Greetings from Kosovo. Hey, how you doing? While you were learning, did you ever think you would make the transition? Therese, honestly, I just focused on enjoying it. Like, I knew I wanted to do it as a career, but I just enjoyed, like, I got into self-hosting quite quickly, and I just thoroughly enjoyed playing around with servers. And so before you know it, I'd waste a whole weekend. And, it just started to fall into place. I genuinely love playing with the tech. Hey, Josh. Dad is about to draw his pension early at 55 and he's on six figures. Should he defer his 25? I can't give financial advice, mate, but you could take the 25% and pay off your mortgage. You could take the 25% and invest it, or you could just leave it invested and it could be a bigger 25% in future. So it depends. If he needs the money to pay off a mortgage, you could do. If he's already pulling six figures, if I'm not, the only way I'm taking mine out, I think at 55 or 57, is if I'm retiring, and I hope to be retired by then. MCB, how can I get the motivation to study again? Feel burnt out? Take a break. It's okay to take a break. Take 2 weeks off. Go and do some other stuff. If I had a piece of advice to give out to someone starting out, what would it be? Jay, it would be enjoy the process. Like I just said, it would be enjoy the process. Learn enough from tutorials to get an understanding, and then try and do stuff on your own, because that is where you're really going to learn. Should I focus on loving the process and just see where it leads me? Because I feel like doing that. Tyrese, yeah, I think so. Like, if you put pressure on yourself, it's like, right, I've got to get this job by this time, then it's difficult. Like, take another job, do it in your spare time, and enjoy it. Make it a hobby. And then, like, that passion stuff will come through in your junior interviews. Think about when you get state pension, as that would help on tax. So much you can learn, either treat that as a gift or as a mountain. It's impossible to ever fully climb. Too many people have tried to get into it and don't enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, it won't last. Yeah, if you don't enjoy it, that's it. Do you recommend books and Udemy courses for DevOps? Books or Udemy courses? So that isn't a recommendation I can make to you. How do you learn best? If you can just read a book and absorb the information and go and apply it, then get a book. If you need a video that you can have on and then your own coding windows side by side, then get a video course. Deb, thank you for the follow. That's what I would do. So on my website, there are book recommendations of books I've read. There are also course recommendations of courses I've taken personally. But I have the combination of those things. I learn best from video, and so I've got a huge pile of books there, and I've read half of them, I'd say. That said, I taught myself some stuff years and years ago in Excel, and I read 2,000 pages, 2 books worth 2,000 pages each of Excel stuff. And I just read that on the bus on the way to work for 2 hours a day, and then applied it when I got to work. But they don't work for everyone. No, Tiny, I get that. Like, it's difficult. Like, if you need to be coding along. Why is the sorted size is null? Is none. Why is that? Size is a list. Oh, are the numbers taken as strings? No. It's optional. Default is reverse. Why is that not working? Oh, I don't need to. Oh, I'm an idiot. Wait, you should still be able to do that. Why can't I assign an assorted list to another variable? That should work. Oh, hello. Tiny. I think you sorted it for me. Yeah, you did. Yeah, I know. Tiny, I didn't realise what I was doing. I messed up the other day as well. I'll send you the bill later. Loving the process of learning, and I find myself way happier when I just focus on that. Tyrese, that is it, mate. Enjoy it. If it takes you 2 or 3 years, how old are you? If it takes you 2 or 3 years, if it takes you 5 years, who cares? You've got to work a long time in this country. If you get 10, 15, 20 years, good time working in tech, you're laughing. What would be a great way to start a DevOps career? Paul, the only way is to learn the skills, build some projects, and apply for roles, buddy. If you want to know the skills required, there's a pinned video that talks about them. It's called like the DevOps Roadmap. If you could go back in time, would you do a degree in computer instead of finance? Well, I didn't do a degree in it either. I left school at 16 to focus to do accountancy at college, and I did like a fast track MVQ 2 and 3 in 1 year, and then did the AAT by doing 4, and then ended up in an accountancy practice as a trainee accountant. It must have been in 2002, and they paid me like $6,000. It was ridiculous, 6,250 or something. And then I hated it, absolutely hated it, and didn't want to do the professional qualification. So if I could do it again, I still may actually do a comp sci degree remotely, to be honest. So yeah, I would go tech all the time. I love finance, don't get me wrong. Like, that's clear, right? I've got a finance channel and a tech channel. I love finance, and I've started to get into like economy and investing and stuff loads recently. But I would still, as a career, prefer the tech stuff. Yeah, Shep, I know it's a waste now. But almost to prove to myself that I could do it. So not to advance my career. I would love to go all the way and get a PhD, just to say I can, right? Like I was saying earlier, I've come for nothing. It would be cool if I was a doctor of science and some doctorate on, I don't know, some AI learning model or some shit like that. I might not have it in me, but I think it would be cool. So it would just be like a personal achievement thing rather than to academia is such incredibly toxic. Yeah, so I might not like it, but like I enjoy learning. I love learning. So yeah, maybe. And if I do it, I'll maybe if I can make a go of this, I'll stream Malarkey and do it for a long period of time and can give up work a couple of days because it pays for it. Then I can document my journey of a comp sci degree. That would be cool. I'm just Tarish, you're 20. Don't worry about what people are saying to you, buddy. You do you. You can do conversion courses now, masters that are very slimline version of a full 3 years. MCV, what's that? Based on your work experience? So if you've got a certain amount of work experience, you can cut some stuff out. That's cool. Papachulo, no, I don't do one-to-one mentorship. It would be too expensive. You can have power hours where we can discuss whatever you want. They're £49. So you can imagine how much a mentorship would cost. So no, I don't do it. When I finish my course, I might do group mentorships if they want, but honestly, it'd be too expensive. Have some ice cream. Thank you for following. Leonardo, how you doing? Abs, teach me Kubernetes. I would love to, but I haven't used Kubernetes for about 3 years now. Can you get into DevOps without a coding background? Absolutely. You need to know the skills, but I did it without being a developer. It was the first role I had in tech, junior DevOps engineer. Yeah, some masters skip bachelors and you can do through experience. Okay, that's interesting. Without any other degree though? Like, I would need to do like a foundation degree or something just to get my head around what's required. I have no idea. Does cloud engineers or DevOps engineer pay better? What about platform engineers? They're all paid for roughly the same. Thoughts on AWS? I love it. Best cloud platform out there. I really want a mentorship. I'm really struggling out here. Let me DM you. Papachulo, send me a DM, buddy. We'll talk about it. I think you'd hate doing a degree, to be honest, Mark. Maybe. Also, you can't do like proper comp sci, or not many places do proper comp sci. It's like computing and programming, or IT and computing, or something. Like, because I looked at like Open University, and I don't want to do that. I want to do actual comp sci. I did the CS50 free course from Harvard, and I loved it, which is what's made me think about it. Oh, there you go, Tyrese. That's exactly the thing I did. That's crazy. I wasn't even looking when you said that. MCB, I never went to uni, so no graduate program. Some masters do, just check them out. A lot of CS degrees are online now. Oh, Bath. Yeah, I think I've seen the Bath one. Because the Open University one isn't comp sci, and I want the comp sci element of it. Yeah, the CS50 is brilliant. CS50. Oh, they do a Python as well? I love it. I just love the tutor. Oh, you can do actual courses. Introduction to Computer Science, that is pretty much what I did, I think.
This is CS50. And across social media.
Yeah, him. Love him. It was brilliant. It was so good. That's how much I'm into it, right? I was working in tech when I took this course. How many hours is this? I don't even know. 6 to 18 hours per week for 12 weeks. I did that alongside my job. I can't get over how important it is to love what you're studying. Dargle Dargle, how you doing? You're a new face. Thank you for stopping by. Why not just learn something like C++ in assembly and get to know how the low-level stuff works by doing it? Yeah, that's perfectly valid. I could teach myself or do a course on C++. $9,000 university degree or £50 Udemy course. Yeah, I know. If there's a computer science one, I could maybe just do this Harvard one. If there's like a, because I just did the intro one. I bet there'll be a proper one. Computer science for web programming. That could be cool. Oh, computer science for cyber security. For Python. Oh no, for Python. That's what I want. Is it free? £365. See, no problem. £1 a day. Number of languages, namely Python, C, SQL, JavaScript, plus CSS and HTML. Oh, wait. It's just those two? Maybe I did like a taster. I don't think... Oh, do you know what? I think I did the videos, but I didn't get to do all of the... Because you had to enroll to do the actual... Yeah, this could be cool. Maybe I'll do that. So 12 weeks to do that one, 10 weeks to do that one. It'll probably take twice as long because I'm busy these days. That's an option. Omara's AWS always. Small company, big company. Abs, I was starting a small company. We spend a lot of time weekly to learn new technologies. Not anymore. I spend Friday afternoons doing some L&D stuff, usually on cybersecurity type stuff these days. Yeah, Sheps. 365 for Harvard. You're just paying for the certificate, I think, at that point, because that introduction to computer science was free on the other page, I'm pretty sure. That's it. And that's free, I'm sure it is. Yeah. You're just paying for the certification at that point. It's exactly the same. Look, 12 weeks, 6 to 18 hours. And the other one was Introduction to Python. And the two of them together... I should probably do this Python one. I imagine it will teach me a load more. Yeah, that's also free. So you're paying $365 for a certificate. It is a professional certificate from Harvard, to be fair. Yeah, Ron and I do spend Friday afternoons at work doing L&D, like I was saying. I did a master's comp sci, not known, but dropped out due to personal issues. MCB, you can pick that up again. I use that to understand binary. Tyrese, that is how I know binary. That's the only way I know it from that course. Never finished it. It's brilliant. Abs, I do have a LinkedIn. DM me and I'll send it to you. Did you make a shed in your room? No, I made a shed in my garden. You'll all miss the shed when it's gone in about 6 weeks' time and I start streaming from my new office in the house. I do not need a copywriter. Thanks anyway. I work for IBM now, 2.5 years in. Now I want to join a small company. What do you think? Growth slow in a big company. Yeah, so I like small companies to start a career, but bigger companies usually are pretty good at offering you more opportunities. That said, I've been at my current small company. It's about 120 staff, and I've had 2 promotions in 2 years. So it's not always true. I've worked for some huge companies before now. It depends what you want and where you are in your career, really. Wider security stuff, by the way. Create voxel worlds. This is what you should do. Bargle Dargle, what's that? What, like a game? What do you think about the ISO surface problem? I don't know what you mean. Security stuff is because we don't have a security team at my company, and so basically DevOps engineers are responsible for, well, everyone's responsible for security, but we're the only people looking at like code scanning, repository scanning for vulnerabilities, that sort of stuff. So we essentially are doing DevSecOps already. It's basically exactly the same, but ensuring that there's some security scanning either in your pipelines or live container scanning, that sort of stuff. That's the only real difference. Harvard CS50. Do you know what we should do? We should sign up and we should do it together. I wonder if it's against terms and conditions to just stream it. Probably is, isn't it? Could like talk through it live. That'd be so cool. Just every day, an hour a day or something. How long before you're going to DEF CON? Probably never. Why did you say I'm unserious? Why did you say I'm unserious when I'm already in tech? QAbo, what do you mean? That's the first message I've seen from you. What did I say? messages you DM me unfollowed. Kyobo, if you've been DM'd for me recently and you didn't message me first, it's just spam, buddy. That's somebody trying to scam you, so block them. I've got this account, Mark in the Cloud, no extra characters, no numbers at the end, and nothing. And so if it's not this from this exact account, if you go into your DMs now and look at who sent you the message and they're not live currently, that's a scam. What software are the most important to know, like Ansible, Terraform, Python, Bash, pipelines, some sort of pipelines, either Jenkins, GitHub Actions, that sort of thing. But if you check out my pinned video, there is a roadmap where I talk through the skills. Yeah, QA Bo, there's a lot of those, unfortunately. Right. We did the triangle. Let's submit this. YouTube, Twitch. I'm gonna switch to a game just briefly. If you all disappear, I'll know never to do it again. But I'm just got half an hour, just chill. Let's have a look. Because I'm not getting a great deal done, am I? Anyway, let's face it. I've done 2 problems in about 2 hours. Finished my roadmap with DevOps. Now my journey with embedded systems and HPC development. Nice. Well, what should I play? Let's play this one. Was it going to play on the wrong screen? That's annoying. Hold the line. Oh, it literally says what monitors put it on there. Idiot. Start messing with Docker. Sheps, once you start Docker, you'll love it. Alright, where am I? Is DevOps paid similar to front-end engineers? No, I'd say we probably paid more. Right, I'm going to call it. Call it on the noise. Because this game has sound. Let's start again. If any of you know poker, it's like poker on steroids. What game are you talking, playing? Asiku, I'm just about to play Balatro. It's like a poker card game. It's cool. Do you have any hobbies? Gaming, and then I've got a family, so I play golf when I can. What is Dast and SAS scanning? More TikToks on security tools. Yeah, Abs, I should probably run through a bunch of security tools to be fair. That's one thing I've been learning over the past 12 months, and I've started to learn. Jump on a triple eight poker and get 6 tables up. What security tools do you use at work? So we use Datadog's beta SaaS software. So it's currently free because it's a private beta. And then we looked into SonarCube, but we wanted to make the most of the free beta first, basically, or beta, whatever you want to call it. And then we'll see what the pricing is like afterwards. How do you find working from home compared to the office? I love it because I can be around, I can do school runs. When I finish work at 4, I can just roll straight into the house. Do you do any low-level system design? No, none at all, actually. We use SonarCube. Yeah, Tony. Tony? Tiny. Yes, SonarCube seemed pretty good and pretty cost-effective. High level, yeah. So we have to do a bit of high level solution design. I'll ask for tutors. Wait, is this really the only sound? I feel like there's usually actual sound. When it's part of the pipelines, yeah, nice. So we use Dependabot. It's like a built-in tool for in GitHub as well. I don't even know if we use Dast or Dast tool. Did you get a remake of your home office? No. So this is basically a glorified shed that's been insulated, and I haven't redone it, but I've moved. Depending on the last time you were here for a live stream, I was sat in that corner before. But I'm moving house next month, and I've got a house inside the office. I've got an office inside the house even. Let's have a look. Let's get that. I don't really want that because it's eternal, so you can't sell it. But I do want this. I usually play this on the Steam Deck. It feels weird with the mouse. How big's the office? The office in the new house is my wife wanted it as a playroom, sort of / second living room, but put my foot down. / we're going to be in there until I can be bothered to try and convert the office, the garage. What do we want here? Another 9 or another 10? Let's go for the full house. That is unfortunate. Let's just play the flush. Tiny, remind me, what is Dast? Congratulations on your house. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Buying a new build. It's we went to it the other day. We're actually getting in on Friday so we can go and measure up. Very, very excited. My first house. My last 2 roles have stayed in for a year each. I've been offered a new role from 45 to 65. I've only been here since March. Should I move again? Does it look bad? If you've been offered the role, it's fine, but at some point you need to commit, right? So my first role was 6 months, barely 6 months. My second role was a year. My third role was 18 months, and I've been in my current role for 2 years. And I'll probably see out 5 or 6 in this current role, to be honest. I've got shares that vest after 3 years and stuff, so like there's decent incentive to stick around. What path is your daughter going to follow and get into tech? She's not. I don't think she's interested. She was going to do computer science at GCSE and she changed her mind. So I think it's highly unlikely that she will now. Let's get rid of those. Discard. Let's try and get another flush. $35. I don't think I'll ever get on a property ladder, to be honest. Shep, why not? I'm 39 and I'm finally buying my first house. So, and I've only been able to do that because my wife already owned her house with the help from her parents, and so we've used that her deposit or the equity in her house as a deposit. So I would have had to wait another 2 or 3 years probably if I was saving myself. Do you consider job hopping? Yes, I did lots of job hopping, like I said, but I think ideally you want 12 months at a time. But job hop for 3 jobs, and because you're seeing different technologies, and one of the hardest parts of the job is like going in, learning the code base, and making good changes. And so if you can go in, make a couple of really good impacts within 12 months, and then move on and use those things that you've done as examples in your interviews, that's the way to do it. Have you read How to Win Friends and Influence People? I haven't read it, no. I have got it though. Even though I've got the hard copy, I have an Audible subscription, and I'm most likely going to get it there. I think my credits renew soon, and I've already got a backlog of books, but I haven't actually read it. I prefer audiobooks these days because I've now got, in my new car, I've got like the Apple Play thing. So when I'm driving around, which I spend a reasonable amount of time doing, I like to do that. I need to open a lease ASAP, but following personal finance, I don't know which one to choose. Anything, Rush, just anything. Agreed, much less than 12 months makes it look like you can't hold down a job 12 months. Yeah, exactly. If you do less than 12 months, you can probably get away with most jobs. If they've got a really poor, kind of recruitment or process to make sure you're good and you get out of probation, then you can scrape by for 12 months fairly easily. What are your current career goals? I don't really have any. I've achieved what I want to achieve. I might be VP of engineering or head of engineering at some point, maybe. What have we got here? The lack of sound on here is annoying. Oh, nice. And $4 of poker hand is a high card. Poker hand changes at the end of every round. Plus, you get to times 1.5 multi. Earn $4 at the end of the round. Okay, cash. Let's play a high card then. Yeah, the lack of sound effects is bad. Sheps, appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Take care. I'll try and catch one of your streams soon. Ruby Zeno, how you doing? Still on the paperwork of the game. What hardware do you like most? Phones, mechanical keyboard. Oh, I'm a sucker for all tech hardware. I'll be honest. What are you coding? I'm not. Is it Ruby? I've just stopped actually. I was doing some coding challenges on Code Wars. I'm now on Twitch and YouTube, just playing Balatro. Don't know if you've ever played it. It's like a little poker game. It's like poker on steroids. Yes, I am streaming elsewhere. Sorry, I'm trying to get it on my. I was saying at the beginning of my stream, I'm streaming from my Mac, and I can't. I've bought a capture card, just a USB one, and when I plug that into my Mac into it, and then run it through my Windows PC so that I can use TikTok Studio to actually share my screen with you, my Mac is just flickering, and so it's just not working as I expected it to. So yeah, unfortunately, I am on YouTube and Twitch sharing my screen. If you want to, the coding challenges leak code. No, I don't even know. I've never done leak code. Is that an actual website? I was just on codewars.com. That's it, Ruby. Yeah, I was really enjoying it. I only got through 2 today though, because lots of chain. What language? Just Python, which is kind of cheating. I've been using Python for a little while now. Right, this one is making us money, so we'll keep that going. 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind, straight flush. I'm not going to get many of these, are we? Let's do 3 of a kind. Yeah, Python's brilliant. Absolutely love it. We're just looking at some CS 50 courses, which is Harvard. You can do a free Python course and a free computer science course, and put together, it's they give you some sort of certificate from Harvard, which is pretty cool. What sort of challenges are on there? Everything you can think of. So the ranks are like karate ranks, so Qs, KYU, and you start at 8th Q, which is the equivalent of a white belt in karate. I know that because I used to be an instructor, and you can rank up. You have to do a certain amount of challenges at a certain difficulty, and you get to rank up. So you just mess around with there. What do you think about Codility? Never used it, but any of these platforms that give you an opportunity to code. Do you know what? I've actually got an affiliate and a premium account on. I don't even know what it's called, and I'm supposed to be streaming it, and I told them I would, and I haven't yet. And it looks really cool, but it's like full-on projects, like build your own Redis and build your own Reddit, and like major projects, and I just don't know if I've got the time to put into it, but I will show you all at some point. The CS50 Intro to Game Dev is Class 2, the Wii Pokemon project. Ooh, I like that. I think I might have started that. Did they use Mario as an example very early on? Like basic platformer? I'm sure they do. I love their stuff. It's the tutor on the computer science introduction to comp sci was amazing. Really gelled with him. Yes, that's the one. Cool. Yeah, I think I started that. I just didn't finish it. I used to do a bit of game dev back in the day, just like using Game Maker Studio, which is actually free now. I think I paid for it at the time. Any experience with Python bindings with C for embedded systems? Trying to look for a plug for it. Unfortunately, not. That goes a bit beyond my skill set, unfortunately. Right, let's crack on. It's just so weird on such a large screen. The comp sci guy is amazing. He's the one in the YouTube videos. Yeah, I can't remember his name, but he's brilliant. Really liked him. This joke against +3 multi when any booster pack is skipped. Okay. We'll just start selling some of these. Don't know if I want that. Is that still a 2? Isu is your friend. Yes, it is. Oh, mine a checkered deck. What an idiot. Didn't realise. Ruby Zeno, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. +3 multi for every joke. Okay, but I can't get rid of it. Wait, why is that only $1? Got to $20 in debt. Don't even need it. Got all the money. Do you have any opinion on statistical computing? Statistical? No, actually, I don't. I don't even know what that is. Straight. Let's get that. Best way to invest 150k tax-free pension amount. If you haven't got a use for it, leave it in your pension. Ruby, there's a long way to go. That is quite the rabbit hole. If you've got multiple hours to kill, then I don't even know how many videos I've got. It must be over 1,000 now. But I appreciate that. Thank you. You from Scotland, or do you just use we? Anyway. Fun fact, support a Scottish football team, if you are Scottish. From Belfast, fair enough. I didn't realise they used that over there as well. What's got going on here? Oh, I'm getting $4 every time I hit a flush. That is why. Well, this is ideal. Let's go to those. Ruby, do you know why that is? I support Celtic, right? And that's obviously some sort of Catholic thing that happened once upon a time, but it's just synonymous, that football club in particular. But there's such a crossover between Scotland and Ireland. That's it. I'm going to sell that. Oh, it's not giving me what I want. What can we get here? Strength, Fool, gold card, doubles your money. Yeah, we could do that. Let's double it. Oh, you're not taught that at school, no? It's some sort of history lesson. I imagine maybe it's a history lesson in Scotland. Oh, I can double my money again. Yes, please. All the money, 69. Let's leave that. Base chips and multi-half, doesn't matter. Are you playing with actual money, or is this a virtual currency thing you're betting? No, it's are you watching? How are you seeing? No, it's just a game on Steam. No, I do not advocate betting, gambling. Just playing around. Are you also on my Twitch or my YouTube? Oh, right, okay, fine. You get used to it, right? When you stream for a little while, you have to talk out loud, otherwise you're just staring at the screen. And so Yeah, you just get used to it. What's the Twitch? Exactly the same, just at Mark in the Cloud on Twitch. If you're heading over, I appreciate you. Thank you. Currently on our personal finance, trying to see which ISO is suitable for me. Sounds like a bad joke. A Cambridgeman, a Scotsman, an Irishman, and an Asian walk into all into a bar. Rush, I think if you want to get a lifetime ISO, if that's what you're looking for to help with a house deposit, if I haven't misunderstood that, then go to Martin Lewis, money saving expert, because he is quite literally a money saving expert. Oh, the lack of music is absolutely killing me. Oh, what? I need to get this audio sorted. Maybe I switched it off. Did I press a button? Oh, does it know that I'm streaming? Surely not. Use any AI tools? I do not. Actually, we use GitHub Copilot, if that's what you mean. And we've actually used ChatGPT. Right, let's have one more game and then we'll knock on the head. The Psychic must play 5 cards. Perfect. So all I want to do is play flushes. Villa King, Villa Killer even. Thank you for the follow. What's the crap? Ruby Spy. Oh, it's not Ruby Spy at all. How you doing? Good old Marty Lewis. Yeah, you can't beat him. 20k ISO contribution is atrocious. Yeah, but you can do that every year. And your gains don't count towards it. So you put in 20k this year. Ooh. Take that. Take that. I will also take that. Yeah. So 20k. Say you put 20k in 1st of April, or 5th of April, 6th of April, whenever the first day of the financial year is, and you've made two grand gains, right, over that financial year. You end that year on 22 grand, and then you put in another 20 grand. At the start of the next financial year, you've got 42 grand, which then grows, and then you just keep adding to it. But you can the 20k limit is to the contributions itself, not the actual how much you can have. Texas Hold'em Poker from Zynga is also nice. Oh, do you know what? Is that still around, Zynga? That is a blast from the past. Or gamble on Bitcoin. I mean, I'm not into that. I bought some Bitcoin once upon a time. Create some random Joker card. Yeah, let's do that. Nice. Rerolls the boss. Play one hand type. No, that's fine. Hold on. What does this one do? All straights can be made with a gap. Ace 3, 4. Ace 2, 5. Yeah, boy. Crypto is on a lull at the moment. Yeah, what's going on with it? see in your bio, your career change. Yes, Ruby, I did. I changed at 33. I think that's on there. I used to work in charity sector and then changed, moved into tech. Once went into King's Cross and came across an ATM that sold Bitcoin. Wasn't a bad idea until I saw the market rate at 9,000. Well, it's been 60 odd thousand, so that's 9,000 is cheap. Used to be crypto cafes down the road in Madrid. What's better, going uni for comp science or DevOps bootcamp? Well, the boot camp's going to be cheaper and quicker, but it's whether or not they can guarantee you some sort of role or at least an introduction to companies. Been watching your content recently. I thought I'd better follow great content. Thank you, Villa. I appreciate that. When are you considered senior? How many years of experience? I think it's more about you as a person, your behaviours, than your years of experience. Of course, you need some experience so that you can mentor younger or more junior members of staff, but it's really about the behaviours. Speaking up in meetings, contributing to design, solving problems, mentoring, supporting others, that sort of stuff. But maybe 3 years, 4 years. Yeah, I wouldn't trust an ATM buying Bitcoin either, Rush, to be fair. Go down the bootcamp path. No, I didn't. I self-taught over a year, Ruby, whilst I was working full-time, and then just applied like mad and got very lucky, I think. And yeah, the rest, as I say, is history. What's the average starting salary in DevOps? I'd say as a junior, you'd expect between 30 and 40k. Job market saturated? No, it's not saturated. It's just very quiet at the moment. There's always room for really good engineers. Always. Just got to stand out from the crowd. Amazing achievement. Thank you, Ruby. I appreciate that. I worked hard. I worked very hard. And I had a very good career beforehand. That certainly helped. I was a senior manager in the charity sector, and that has helped me with just showing that I'm more capable than the average person. I'd say, like, if you think about the people I would have been going up against for junior roles, not many of them can say that they've like led a team of 60 people, albeit in a completely unrelated field. And so I think that just gave me a bit of a leg up, really. It's just like this person has gone from being pretty good in their career to learning all the stuff themselves and can walk the walk, talk the talk, etc. It really helped. How long would you say it would take to go from a little bit of knowledge to securing a job in DevOps? But it depends how much time you've got to put into it, really. But I would say if you can dedicate a lot of time to it, 3 months. If not, anywhere up to a year. It took me a year. What's the best amount of time? There's no best. Once you're ready, in terms of learning, sorry, you want to spend as much time as you can commit to on a regular basis. So if you can only do 1 day a week, that's going to be really difficult. So say you could dedicate an entire Sunday, 7 hours on a Sunday to learning. That's great. But if you could instead do an hour every single day, that's going to be better for you because it's the repetition. Like if you learn something one week and you might, by the end of that 7 hour session, you might be like, absolutely got this. But then don't touch it for an entire week. It's really difficult to pick that stuff up again. Whereas if you're doing the same thing over and over again, day after day after day after day, even if it is only for an hour, that you're going to build it up and the muscle memory. But 6 hours a day, looking at 3 months, 6 hours a day, you'll be very competent. 3 months, I think you'll be ready 100%. 6 hours a day is a lot. That's the thing. Bring those experiences in such an added value other people won't bring. Love it. That's it. Exactly, Ruby. And that's why I have gone from strength to strength. I got my junior role, like I said, and then 6 months later I was in a mid-level role. A year later I got a senior role because even though I didn't have technical experience as much as other people, I had the people experience to talk to people and to be able to communicate, and I could manage projects and stuff because I'd done all that in the past. And then I've moved into management after 3 years, and now I'm manager of a much larger team. And that has all been because, for the most part, I'd say, because of my previous career. A lot of it's helped. What services do you offer and help? Benno, like personal, how do I personally help? I can give you help in my Discord. I can take you through stuff on these streams. I've got an ebook that's almost finished and you can pre-order. There's a video course coming after that. If you want one-to-one help, then I've got power hours. But if you're just starting out, that might not be the best use of money. Ooh, got a lot of aces. Ebook is great, can confirm. Thank you, Rush. Benno probably thinks I'm just making it up because he can't see your chat. What do you think of DevSecOps? I think it is a very, very. It's basically just merging yet another role, isn't it? Instead of having a security person in the business, why not make DevOps do the security as well? Which is fine, I guess. But I've been learning a lot of my self-learning at work. I was saying earlier has been on the cybersecurity space because I need to. Well, there is no security team at my place, so we, as DevOps engineers, are kind of in charge of that stuff at the moment. I haven't gone beyond Bash scripting, but that's a me problem. Okay. Oh, Hanged Man. Should we go for, or should we go for? Got a lot of aces. Got 10 aces. Let's go for 5 of a kind. Start selling these up. Extra large blind. No problem. Don't even know. I'm not paying much attention, to be honest. And so like, need to move that to the end. Idiot. Lost a lot there. It should be it. I think it's raining. It's rained for ages. Ooh, 4 aces. Nice. Let's go to these. See if we can get a 5th. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. 5 of a kind. Oh, this is the play. What sector is the best to work for? Money is anything finance, so fintech, gambling companies, they pay a lot. Banks pay a lot. Um, but best for actual best, I don't actually know. It pays a lot. It does pay a lot. When applying for roles, did you apply for roles that were asking for STEM-related degrees? I've been learning full stack dev for almost a year and just started to apply on my degrees in languages. So I don't have a degree at all, Ruby. Highest thing I've got is like a MVQ in finance or accounting. So I don't remember honestly. The company ended up getting a job at had a junior Python role and a junior DevOps role, and I applied for both. And I really wanted the Python role because I love Python, but I was disillusioned, shall we say, in my ability. I failed. So yeah, wonder if there's any fintech horror stories. Just think of the DevOps engineer all alone in the office working day and night with financial process part of the platform. Yeah, the on call for finance or fintech stuff must be wild. If I ever see in the news there's been some outage in the banking sector, I feel sorry for my fellow DevOps engineers. I need to use this and destroy some cards. Ruby, exactly that. It did work out. Once you got your foot in the door, that is it. As soon as I had DevOps engineer on my CV, that was it. Do I travel often? No. I don't travel for personal much, and I do not travel for work much. I go to Cambridge, which is where my company is based, once every 3 months. And I can't remember the last time I left the country, to be honest. Oh, that's a problem. Only play one hand. This could be it. And the aces have we got? 10, 8 more. We're going to need a 5 of kind here. Oh, sugar. And that is all she wrote. I think that is game over. Oh no, actually the aces might carry me through. No chance. Right, let's call it. Hail on. When will be the next chapter book released? Soon. The Python one is, as you might imagine, fairly meaty, so I'm about halfway through that. This month it will be finished, so by the end of August you will have Python, you will have the interview techniques, the CV prep stuff, and then the final challenge. So all of that is definitely coming this month. The Python one is fairly heavy, and then the interview question stuff and the CV prep and templates, that's going to be super easy. I've done most of that stuff already in various TikTok videos, so I just need to get those written down. And then the challenge I still need to figure out, but the challenge and half of the Python stuff, and then I'll release the Python one straight away, and then I'll probably do the last 2-3 bits all at once. So by the end of August, it will be absolutely finished. Some rookie mistakes to avoid in DevOps. In anything to do with tech, pushing problems to production is the thing to look out for. Average salary for a front-end dev? No idea, Adam, buddy. I've never been in front-end. The most technical roles without coding? Probably DevOps, really. You have to do a tiny bit of it. Fairly heavy. Rush, yes. So when I mean fairly heavy, like TikTok, I'm going to say goodbye before I shut down my mainstream. Thank you all for stopping by. I'll catch you next time. If I can figure out how to end my stream. Right. YouTube, Twitch. Let's answer the last few questions. Fairly heavy. Rush, what I meant by that was that there was a lot of there's just a lot of stuff I needed to put in. I feel like the last few, like the GitHub one, was only maybe 10, 15, 20 pages. And then some of the earlier ones were meaty, weren't they? Like Terraform felt like it was quite a big one. So the Python one's going to be pretty big. And that's just because there's a lot of stuff to cover. A lot of the programming basics and stuff need covering. Can't believe your company is based where you live and you work from home. No, so I don't live in Cambridge. I live in Oxfordshire. Going to get started on Python. Yeah, you better do. You better do. Ruby, sorry I missed you if you've already gone. Good night. Thank you for stopping by. Wrong side of the M25. Yeah, it's a 2 hour run on a good day. 4 hours is the worst on the way back. We're caught in awful traffic. Right, Rush, thank you for being in for the entire bloody duration of my stream again. Thank you very much. I'm going to shoot now. It's been 2.5 hours. It's been a great stream. Appreciate anyone else who's still around, still listening. Thank you. And we'll hopefully be back similar times at 8, half 8 on Thursday. May kick off with some games and then go to the coding. May do games only, but we will do a Q&A and have a good time, and I will help where I can. Good night, and I'll catch you all soon.